Hello everyone, it's TheCanadianWifier here. Alright, so earlier today I woke up at about 7:40, 7:50, pretty early for me actually, and Queen of Lovedus and the Gumi were still actually in a Skype call from the night before. I ended up hopping on with them, and I learned all about the new ORAS OU meta, and it's actually really fun, and I really enjoyed playing it for, I think we played for it about 7 or 8 hours. Like, we played a lot of ORAS OU, and I actually had 4 battles saved up here to play back for you, but I didn't actually save any of the replays. They're just still open on Showdown, and this happened, like I said, about 9-10 hours ago at this point, and I just closed out one of them. So you just went from 4 videos to 3. My mistake, I apologize for that. But today's video is going to be 2 battles against Queen of Lovedus. This first team is one I actually got passed to by the Gumi when I asked for a team with Mega Beedrill, because I was kind of interested in Mega Beedrill. You take a shitty PU mon and make it a viable OU mon. That's pretty cool. This is a team that I'm pretty sure he got passed as well, so it's been passed around. Regardless, you have offensive Beedrill, I mean, pretty much everything standard. Greninja gets Gunk Shot now, which is pretty cool, so obviously we have that. Looking at Queen of Lovedus' team, he has this core that him and Gumi were working on, which is Low Punny Gothitelle, which apparently can do a lot of work. And just in general, we're going to get into the battle, as he's actually going to lead off with Low Punny, as I lead off with Beedrill. He's gonna, I assume, fake out on my Protect. I don't really know. I'm gonna go for Protect though, because Beedrill's super slow, and carrying Protect is nice because you get the guaranteed Mega. He's actually gonna miss a high jump kick, which is really funny because he was drunk and sleep deprived while we were in call with him, and he was very interesting to be in call with. Regardless, I'm gonna come in and make a terrible play, just going straight for Earthquake. On the next turn, I'm just gonna get my rocks, as he actually ends up U-turning out into the Greninja. Now, I don't really have anything to switch into this. I think my best play is to hope that he overpredicts. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He just goes straight for the Ice Beam. Lando got up rocks. That's really all I needed it for, as at this point I can just come in with Beedrill and claim a life. If he wants to go into Lando, I can just go into my own Greninja and claim my own life. So it's the circle of life claiming, really. Unfortunately, I'm going to get my Rotom Wash trapped here, which is really stupid because it was the last thing that was preventing his Low Punny from just destroying me now that Lando's dead. So, unfortunately, his Low Punny is still alive enough that it has enough switch-ins to Stealth Rock to do all it needs to do. Because at this point, Latios is going to be able to come in, scare him out, because he doesn't want to risk the Ice Punch not killing. And at this point, I can just fire off a Draco Meteor or something. Unfortunately, the Low Punny, not the live part, the Low Punny is still alive, and it's just chilling there. And if you look at the rest of my team, I don't actually have anything to take a hit from it once it comes back in. And unfortunately, it is going to barely live at like 2%, I think. Rather unfortunate, but that's what I get for running Jolly Beedrill over Adamant. That's what I get for running Adamant Beedrill over Jolly. Wasn't my team, wasn't even Gumi's team, to be fair, but whatevs. Low Punny's an interesting mon. I don't think it's actually, like, anywhere broken. It's about, based on 35 attack, is basically what Excadrill has. So imagine Excadrill without a Life Orb, without a boosting item, without an SD. It's about that powerful. Mind you, it does have high jump kick, which is stab, but it's not overly, it's not overly crazy. It'll punch holes, but it won't sweep teams, and I really enjoy what Nintendo did there. They didn't break a mon. They took a really shitty NU mon and made it viable in OU without breaking it, which is cool. Very much what they did with Beedrill. It's not broken, it's just really good. We're going to get into the second game here. This one's also against Queen, because the third battle I have saved up is definitely going to be its own video. Anyway, this is a team, the first team I made. It has a couple inside jokes from 7-hour Skype call, including Ulf, which is offensive Life Orb Ferrothorn. I think in this battle, I changed it to Hyper Voice. I originally had Hyper Beam on my Sylveon, which is the reason of losing many games, because I just typed in Hyper in the team builder, but that's enough rambling. Same Greninja, same Rotom Wash, same Lando, just this one has a Mega Mence. Let me talk about Mega Mence. This thing might be the most broken Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. Mega Salamence, I wasn't around for Mega Kanga meta, but I've talked to a couple of people that have been around for Mega Kanga meta, and Mega Mence is far and vast superior. I believe, personally, that the reason it would be more broken than Mega Kanga is because Mega Kanga, the only way it can set up is by attacking. Therefore, if you have an immunity to fighting, which granted not every team has, but if you do have an immunity to fighting, you can prevent it from setting up. It still hits hard, but at least it can't hit it from +2 hard. Mence, you can't do fuck all about it. It can come and intimidate you, get bulk, Dragon Dance in your face, and it's over. Like, you can't do anything about that. It is a retardedly good Pokemon. I personally am running Subroost, DD, Frustration, because I feel like flying is good enough if you can keep yourself healthy, keep yourself away from status, and basically just set up on a bunch of setup fodders. You'll be able to break through most things eventually. Running a bit more of a bulky spread. Anyway, getting into this game, I'm going to lead off with Ulf. I believe he's Spec Gothitelle, and just max HP Pharaoh is going to chew that hit, knock off the Specs, and unfortunately get die to his own life orb. But I do end up weakening the Gothitelle to the point where I can just bring in Greninja and easily revenge it. I'm actually at a battle saved up against the Gumi using this team right now as well, and it was a much better battle than the one I'm bringing you against Queen. Like I said, unfortunately I closed out of it. But, C'est la vie, what are you going to do? Instead of killing this Lopunny right here, which would have been a much better play with my Sylveon, I actually just take the more defensive route and go for a Wish. Great that my Sylveon's still alive and I got half damage off on the Raikou, but the Raikou's not the fucking problem. The Lopunny is the problem. Once again, I mean, this team, even though it has a Mega Mence, which is actually a decent switch into Lopunny, it's still, Lopunny just tears hold if you're not prepared for it. Anyway, we're both kind of double out here, scared of each other's Mons, which is kind of funny, and it results in him getting up rocks and me doing 50% to his Lando. I don't really need to weaken the Lando for anything in particular, considering Mence sets up on it and Greninja just kills it, but regardless, I'm basically just going to try to keep my Sylveon alive, because it's the only thing that I have for, the Lopunny. I wouldn't say that. I definitely have the Rotom and the Lando and the Mence as well. But, you know, we're just duking blows. Basically playing some grab ass. I end up at 70%-ish, and he ends up dead, which is great. He's going to go to Greninja. Now, unfortunately here, Greninja gets Gunk Shot now. So, Greninja, all those fairies, like Azumarill and Sylveon and Clefable that used to be able to come in on it, can't come in on it anymore. Luckily, I'm able to predict the Gunk Shot miss quite skillfully there, and hit him up with a Hyper Voice. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen again. He's going to be able to kill me off, force it into my Rotom, and once again, I let my Rotom theoretically take a bunch of unnecessary damage. Luckily, he switches. I don't understand that play by going into the Latias, but what it does allow me to do is go to Greninja and kill it off with an Ice Beam, which is great. But what that allows him to do is just bring in Lopunny and click High Jump Kick. Unfortunately for him, he misses. I hit Hydro, and it's dying. The reason, we discussed this for a little bit in Skype, he was pretty upset. I did still have Mega Mence, at which point I could come in, intimidate him, Dragon Dance in his face, and what does he have left at that point? Well, he has a Raikou at 50%, which I think dies to a +1 Frustration. It wouldn't even fucking surprise me. Mega Mence is beyond fucked. Greninja, which definitely dies to a +1 Frustration, and a Lopunny, which can't kill me after an Intimidate in my bulk with an Ice Punch. So, that's that's it. Mega Mence is a bit ridiculous. We had a game earlier where I had burned his Lopunny, and it was using Ice Punch on my Salamence, and it was doing 22%. That's a 4 times super effective move off base 135 attack, and it was doing 35%. So Mega Salamence is some kind of fucking retarded, and I'm really glad that I actually decided to start playing ORAS OU. I know somebody requested it on a past video, and I said I wasn't really up to it because I didn't want to spoil myself quite yet about the games, but I really am glad I decided to go ahead and actually get into it, because it allowed me to experience Mega Mence before it was inevitably quick banned, because I assume it's going to get quick banned either right after the games come out or even before the games come out. It's just, you take Mega Kanga and you just make it bulkier, and not only that, but it can go mix. Don't forget, it gets Hyper Voice and Fire Blast and Draco Meteor. It's so retarded. Easily the most ridiculous mon on paper I've ever seen, and in practice it almost stands up to how ridiculous it looks on paper, which is really funny. Regardless, that's going to be enough rambling for me for today. Hopefully these 2 games were sufficient. I actually, I know a lot of you guys, what you requested was more, because what I said in my back video is that I played on Showdown a lot. Like, I would come on and just hang out in Skype with a bunch of my friends and play for maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours and have a lot of fun with it. But I never actually got a playable or recordable, uploadable battle out of it. I just got a bunch of fooling around. And a lot of you guys requested me to upload that. And I said I would, but it would be a very interesting editing challenge to compress like 4 hours of shitting around on Showdown with a bunch of friends in Skype into an actual, like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minute uploadable, enjoyable, entertaining video that would actually keep you engaged. Earlier today when I went on Skype with Queen and Gumi, I actually did record, I think, for about 2.5 hours, and I'm going to see if I can edit that down into 2, maybe 20 to 25 minute episodes. You guys are going to see those coming out whenever I have the time to filter through 2.5 hours of footage and edit it together. Like I said, I've never done one of these videos before, so look for that in the very near future. I have no idea what I'm going to even call the series, but be sure to give me your feedback when that does come out, because those videos, I feel like they're either going to be an amazing hit and they're really fun to make, or they're going to be a colossal flop, and yeah. Just let me know. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry also, I mean, this is really late, and we're already on the ramble train, so I might as well keep going. I just kind of lost track of time during the week. I don't know why. I uploaded Wednesday. Thursday I took the whole day off because it is my day off, and I woke up really late, and I played Mario Kart until I went to bed. And then on Friday I woke up and I had class, and I played Mario Kart again until I went to bed. And Saturday is today, and I woke up and I realized I need to upload the video, and I have been working on Mons basically all day, and ORAS OU has got me back into Mons. Like, it has a death grip on me right now, because I really like how simple team building is. You always have a Greninja, you always have a Rotom, you always have a Lando, you always have some kind of broken Mega you want to try out, and you get 2 fun Mons. Anyway, that's enough rambling, for reals. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day. See you later. Peace out.